Bishop T.D. Jakes has been trending over the last week in regards to some unsubstantiated speculation about his ties to Diddy, Seancombs, however you want to address him. His PR representative came out and said that, all of the allegations was false. And then on this past Sunday, he indirectly addressed these rumors or allegations, which he deemed were completely false. So let's take a quick listen to what he had to say.
I ain't come to convince you or nobody, because I know who I am. That ain't what this is about. You can think whatever you want to think, I don't care. I came to do my job. I came to prophesy as I was commanded. I came to hear the master say, well done, thou good and faithful servant.
Now, a lot of people have been commenting on this situation, and there have been all types of responses, kind of all over the board. But one person says, if this ain't mass manipulation, he knows psychology, folks. He's trying to see if the congregation is still with him. Look how he surveys the crowd. And then you have those who, will typically make a joke out of everything. Someone says, why y'all ain't tell me TD Jakes was out here wilding like this? Diddy done messed it up for everybody, and Cassie telling it all. Now, I can't think of this other YouTuber's name, but I do recognize his voice. But I initially heard the story about Cassie actually being the one turning over a lot of information to the feds, which included information about TD Jakes. But if you know the YouTuber's name, drop his name down in the comments so people can go over and watch his video. But I am just going to share with you what I saw over on TikTok.
Anything, this is allegedly. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping, okay? Okay. So allegedly, Cassie has turned over evidence to the feds. Yes, to the feds. She has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out saying a plethora of other things that include TD Jakes with Diddy. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I'm not finna say nothing else.
Says here, yo bro, Cassie has turned over substantial amounts of evidence to the feds. I'm told that after Cassie had a long conversation with Blank, I have to protect this person. They're going through a lot right now. And her lawyers, she finally was convinced to give up the videotapes and audio recordings that contain footage of S parties and other private gatherings that feature some pretty powerful and prominent people. And get this, she even gave up a burner phone and USBs that belong to Kim Porter with incriminating evidence against Diddy. I'm told that there are a slew of artists, politicians, and entertainers that are about to be exposed and arrested for H10. I'm paraphrasing there, okay? H10. I'm told that Cassie's husband played a significant role in getting Cassie to turn over the evidence. It's to my understanding that Cassie felt that by exposing the truth, it would also make her look like a filthy Moor, and I'm paraphrasing there because some of the videos she turned in, it shows her getting number one, okay guys, I'm paraphrasing again, and committing more disgusting acts that she was forced to do. I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that TD Jakes have slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad, and they refer to him as being a power bottom. Wow. It's also been said that a young male has acquired a lawyer to represent him as he is set to sue Jakes for an incident that took place when he was just years old. It's been said that the young man was forced to perform sloppy toppy, and I'm paraphrasing here, guys. You can actually put two and two together to understand what I'm trying to say. It's been said that the man's family were members of the Potter's house, but left the church in 2015. According to multiple church insiders, the parents were paid off to keep quiet. The guy's a grown man now and is seeking his own justice. It's been said that the young man doesn't even deal with his parents even to this day because they took hush money. According to Pastor Blank, and I have to protect this pastor, Bishop Jakes is about to get railroaded and all of his dirt will be exposed. That's why the bishop has quietly lawyered up. He sees his fall from grace coming.
Just don't look good for nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Hollywood is being turned upside down.
Now, there is also a prophetess whose videos and information that she's reading from her blogs, that she's written back since 2012. And I also believe this prophecy that she was given on TD Jakes, she said, I think came to her in 2014. So let's take a listen to what she had to say.
This, we will call it tier 1 charges and indictment against TD Jakes. TD Jakes will not enter my presence. He can go and enter the presence of the ones he is currently serving. That is all the Lord said back then in 2014. And you asked me if I had a clue who he was currently serving, since the man is on every international TV station serving God. In 2014, I had no clue of what the Lord meant when he said the ones he is currently serving. So this is tier 1. In January 17, 2014, God said that this man will never enter his presence. He said that this man will never see his face. Dave Meyer, Creflo Dollar, Taffy Dollar, TD Jakes, Eddie Long, Benny Hinn. These were the same names that God had spoken and broken them up into righteous departure, unrighteous departure. He said that for bringing the unrighteous, corrupt, wicked doctrine, false doctrine, and corrupting, misleading, and fooling the church, he was going to judge them. But that's not all he said. God was speaking and saying that TD Jakes, that was the first time I understood the 2014 prophecy, is a Freemason, that this man has taken occultic vows and that he is part of a brotherhood, that he is serving Satan, who is his true Lord and Master. And therefore, he is using his gifts and abilities to cloud the mind of people. Do you know what it is when you are in a ministry and someone is working in the dark arts? Someone has taken an oath to Satan. You're sitting there thinking your pastor has taken an oath to God. And as God, like God revealed in the African, as the problem in the African churches, you're sitting there and a man has taken an oath to an entity with breast and a tail, sitting under the sea on a throne with a crown on her head, the queen of her coast and her little minor deities. Your pastor serves that thing and then stands before you, preaches a word of seduction to you, has taken the souls of the members in covenant and can hand them over at any time to pay his dues under the sea. I don't know much about Freemasonry. I just know that it's a thing that serves the devil, especially at the highest level. And they're a tight brotherhood that is giving out no secrets. So that is, cornucopia is the second indictment, 2019. The third indictment, no more false prophecy. Ministers who are going to depart the life, because God said the 10-year period has come to an end, and the people he was naming, TB Joshua, Frederick Price, even the lady who was still alive, Pastor Marilyn Hickey, he said that it's game up for them, that their corruption is so deep and he's going to take them away. The third indictment. Here we are, the fourth indictment, title of the prophecy, TD Jakes and the fivefold ministry. When I woke up today, I heard the Lord said that you will make that video today, the one about TD Jakes. That man is going to die in scandal, and I will have no further mercy on him. He is going to die fighting scandals. And God has been saying this for a period of days. I have been hearing it. You have not made the video. Make the video. And so I am making this video today before the sun sets. Because one of the rules of carrying God's prophetic words is that if you keep them too long, they will burn you. They will burn you. You will get no peace until you let them out. Because until a proclamation is made, God cannot judge a person. You're holding on to a judgment word for somebody. God has told you and told you about that girl who is your friend, to give her a warning, and you're standing there. I think she'll get offended. You know, Lord, I'm waiting for the right time. And then a bus hits her. Ezekiel 33. When I give you a word to warn the unrighteous in his sin, and you do not sound the warning, and the unrighteous is taken away in his sin, he is taken away, but his blood I will require of you. And so I took the time. I am taking this moment to bring this word out, because this word is sitting on my head like a boiling pot, and it must come out. He will die in legal battles, and he will be fighting for the last shreds of his reputation. God says he's going to shame this man. He's just been saying these things, and I've been thinking, Lord, I will make the video. I will expose the details of his sexual infidelity to his wife, his children, and the whole world. He has been grossly unfaithful to me. Gross unfaithfulness of the kind I can no longer forgive. I take my hand off him and I reject him just like Saul. He will go down in a wave of scandals and impropriety that will rock his church to the foundations. He is a pedophile and he is gay. He is homosexual and he is not interested in women. I will expose the scandals with boys and youths. And I will bring out all the details so that people can know who their beloved bishop really is. Celestial, there is a difference between a boy and a youth. A boy is too small to understand or even give sexual consent. You should never touch a boy sexually. It is not his time. A boy is to be pure and set apart for his day of covenant to his wife. Parents, there's gold for you here. There's gold for you, allowing your 8 and 12-year-olds, he's such a mature boy for his age, to watch the same programs that you are watching. And I'm not even going to question why you are watching those programs and claiming that you are Christian. When you touch a boy, you anger me because I hold children special. I see them as protected zones. Parents are supposed to watch over the young, and even animals in the field know this. A youth is different. A youth is one who is older, and he is aware of his sexuality. But youths should also be protected. Youths should also stay pure. Young men, there is gold for you here. You think that you are practicing safety when you wrap it up. God has a brand new standard for you. His standard is zip it up, because he does not want to have to come and thrash you with judgment for being sexually immoral and impure in your generation. God says that coercing young people, in this case, young men, which is what this man does. He says coercing them and enticing them by giving them access to come close to the fame, the money, or giving them the false promises that you'll be a father figure to them, or giving them gifts to make it easier to groom them. These are all things that Bishop Eddie Long was guilty of. These are all things that were exposed on that man. And that is why he ate the bitter pill that he had to. Public scandal until the day he left this earth. God says that Bishop Jakes has been with both boys and youths, and all of this is going to come out. He will be exposed and his entire empire will collapse. He didn't love me. He did not set his love upon me. He did not fix himself to be faithful to me. And so I have abandoned him, and soon the wolves will come. One of those top wolves have got to be the press. I shared recently that on the prayer call, God said big networks like CNN, who are known for persecuting righteous people. CNN never wants to celebrate any good.
So I gotta say, I really just don't even know what to say after hearing all the things that has been said. This prophetess who gave this information over 9 years ago, but growing up, we were always told, never put all your trust in man, put your trust and keep your focus on God. And like someone else said, keep your eyes on the master and not the pastor. But sound off in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts about all of this. And as always, I thank you all for watching and listening. And I'll talk to you in the next video.